Hey guys, I thought I'd share a little review video with y'all here. I'm testing out the Yardmax YS0552 5-ton electric log splitter. And there's several reasons we decided to go with the electric one. First of all, obviously, it's cold outside right now, so I'm out of the weather. Got the logs in here ready to split up. Been working on this for several days now. Just thought I'd throw a quick little review and demonstration video up. We're splitting ash. I was told this was sweet gum, but I'm pretty sure it's ash because it's got the burrow marks from the beetles that are destroying these trees. So I'm pretty sure that's what this is. It's a hardwood, real heavy. So yeah, let's just get a couple slabs up here. I already got this one split. This is half of a big log. Then we'll put a full size up here. This has a capacity of like 10 to 12 inch slabs, up to approximately 20 inches in length. But I've done split some logs that were 16 inches in diameter. It went right through them like there was nothing. This wood's from a tree that's been dead for several years and we just recently cut down. I figured go ahead and split it up and get going with it. So in a period of a day and a half, you can kind of see how much wood I got split up. And I'm stacking it like this so it won't be constantly falling over. I'm just going like a crisscross. It seems to be a decent wood, and I got a fan blowing on it just to help dry it out some. You can see what I've done today compared to what the other day was. And yeah, let's do a demonstration. Well, so far I don't have no complaints other than this catch plate here being a little wobbly because it just sits in the bolts on there. So you can see this slab here, it's already been partially split, but we're looking at, you might as well say 10 inch right there at the widest part. This has a 16-second stroke, but it's really less than that because most of the time you don't have to go all the way with it. So there's an interlock system here. This button turns the pump on, then there's a lever right here that you press down that turns the hydraulics on and moves the ram. Don't forget your safety glasses and any other safety gear for this. So I didn't even go a half a stroke and just kind of finish it from the rest of it. But I like this base. Some people complain about it. Like I said, it is a little flimsy, but it gives you something to hold your pieces on that you're splitting. So I'm going to try to get about 3 out of this. We'll just go ahead and split it down the middle again. I would have rather had a load of oak or hickory or something, but this was free, so I can't complain too much. And it's going to be a little bit before it's burnt. It works amazing. So far, it hasn't stopped on anything and I've thrown at it. I'll go ahead and do this one and we'll put a big slab up here. And just a little tip, if you got any pieces that's got a knot on it, and this is coming from somebody else, I can't give credit to who originally gave this because I can't remember what video I watched from YouTube before I bought this, but if you got a knot like on one end, you want to start splitting from this end if possible. This end had a knot on both ends, I just realized that. But you want the worst knot away from it, because if you put it in here, it's going to be a hard spot and it's going to have trouble and it might kick out. You don't necessarily want to stand right beside it, because if you get a piece that, say your saw cut at an angle or something, it will kick off. Not so much from this side, but from the ram side, where this is just round and smooth. It'll just kick out and shoot, and you don't know exactly where it's going to go. Now we've got a piece that's kind of an odd shape. It's about 12 inches this way, and 14 and a half that way. So probably 16 is this peak that's in the back here. And it might be better to lay it on its side in this case. If you're splitting a piece of wood that's got any cracks in it, you kind of get the best results if you match the cracks, but this piece don't have none, so let's just see what happens. Now with a bigger piece like this tray's not going to catch it. Most of the time it will fall off, so take caution with that. But like I said, it went right through it, no problems. Nice clean split. And this is bigger than what this is rated for, so you don't want to overload it. You know, you can actually damage the pump or the motor or anything. And if it ever jams up, the instructions say don't let it stop the ram from moving for more than 5 seconds. So if it gets a piece that's too hard for it, and if it don't end up going through within 5 seconds, you know, you want to stop before you damage the pump or the motor. That's really the only dangerous part of it, is when you get a pop like that. And that was actually a knot that I didn't see. As you can see right here. When you have a knot like that, that's what'll make it pop like that, because it's pulling itself out. Just where it's splitting and pulling out like that. Most of the time it'll catch it for you. Let's try another type of wood just for make it a little more interesting. Okay, so this is more of the size that this is made for. Actually, this is a little bit small. We're looking at about 5-inch here. It goes up to, I'm pretty sure the paper says it's either 8, 10, or 12. I can't honestly remember, but this is a little on the small side. But this is actually sassafras from a tree that was just cut down. So this is not seasoned, it's still green. So let's just see what happens. It's got a nice sweet smell to it. The only reason I know this is sassafras is because of the orangish color in the side of the bark. Here's another type of wood I got on hand. This is American elm. And you see it's green, it just came right off the tree. It was a live tree that was cut down. We was clearing some spots at work and it just happened to be in the way. This wood kind of tears. If you notice the ram stop right there, I'm holding the return lever here. I don't know if this wood would still do that after it's seasoned some, but you can see just how it tears, so you just got to bear in mind. This one's got an interesting smell to it. But there's some people that was hooking up a foot switch to the button here instead of having to hold the button to make it less of a two-hand operation, but it's a safety feature, and I'm getting used to it, so it's not a problem for me. Now the other major reason I decided to go with this one, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but my dad actually bought this for us for a Christmas gift. But this is the only one that has like a base that comes with it that we could find. And so you see you're working almost 3 foot off the ground as compared to some of them that are 2 foot or less than 2 foot off the ground. So this one's really going to save your knees and your back because I can do most of it standing up. So that was a major advantage with this model. I'm not too familiar with the brand, Yardmax. I'm not sure if it's some other company that makes it. But it seems to be made really good. I don't have no complaints at all, except for it don't have no handle. So I was literally walking through the store just carrying it like this, you know. But it does have wheels on the back, but there's no handles on anything except for the catch plate up there. It's got a little bit of a handle there, but other than that, it don't really have nothing. But you got advantages and disadvantages with electric ones compared to gas ones. Gas ones are obviously more powerful, and they're also about 5 times more expensive too. So it depends on what you're going to do. If you're starting a business or something where you're going to be doing this constantly, you probably don't want an electric one. But if you're just a homeowner that's doing it like we are here, then it's probably all you need, especially if you want to do it inside like this. You don't have to worry about fumes or nothing. You just have to worry about the potential ants and other types of bugs that's inside the woods and stuff. So keep some spray on hand, because I did run into some ants, a few beetles, 1 centipede, and 2 spiders so far. So you just gotta kind of keep an eye out for stuff like that. But yeah, so no complaints other than the kind of a wobbly base on there. and no handles to carry it, and it weighs about 108 pounds. You wouldn't think it would, but it does, and it's kind of awkward to lift in and out of the back of a truck, so kind of a two people kind of job to make it easier. One person can do it if it's a lower sitting truck. But another feature I forgot to point out is it also has a stroke limiter. So if you notice right now, I got this adjusted for the type of work I'm using right now. Ordinarily the ram would be sitting all the way back here, and that's adjusted by moving this locking collar on this one shaft right here. So that comes in really handy for adjusting it, because ordinarily it'd be all the way back here. You'd just be wasting time and electricity, moving it. I assume it was some type of worm or bacteria that's eating away at this tree, but these designs that were cut into these are crazy. Like I've seen some that look like just shapes of eaves and all kinds of weird things. But you can see what's in these holes. It's like some type of fungus or something. Well guys, that's about it. Just wanted to share it with you. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.